Yes, sir. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, very much. Go ahead. Start.
Yeah. So good afternoon to everyone present here. I'm Assistant Professor Jagruti Majan from the Mass Media Department. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you all again to the final day of our National Level Development Program on Research organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell and Shodh Bodh Samiti of Achievers College of Commerce and Management and in association with the Universal AI University and the Maharashtra Commerce Teachers Association. A warm and respectful welcome to the backbone of our institution, our very own principal, Dr. C.A. Mahesh Bhivandika sir, and the two dynamic leaders of our academic family, our vice principals, Ms. Sana Khan ma'am and Ms. Sophia D'Souza ma'am. Also wish to acknowledge the familiar supports of our co-host and collaborators, Dr. Asha Bhatia ma'am, Dean of Research and Doctoral Programs at Universal AI University, and a special greetings to the Maharashtra and special greetings to Maharashtra Commerce Teachers Association. Especially, I would like to welcome and take a moment to warmly welcome our today's esteemed speaker, Dr. Madhukar Dalvi sir, who will be sharing his expertise on the topic of data analysis and interpretation, a core area of any research process and a skill essential for delivering meaningful insights from a research perspective. We are honored to have you, sir, with us today, and we are looking forward for your enlightened session today ahead. So today's session will be followed by the much awaited valedictory session where we all will reflect of FDP and express our gratitude to everyone who had made it a success. Now, this faculty development program has served an enriching platform for all the academic exploration, knowledge sharing, and the collaborative learning. Hello? Am I
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this FDP is about to bring together all the scholars, educators from across the nation to delve into the evolving landscape of research methodologies, academic writing, and other innovations. With a well-curated blend of expert sessions, interactive discussions, and practical insights, this program is truly embodied for our commitment to academic excellence and continuous professional growth. To add more on this, it is now fitting that we are honored to invite our visionary leader, Principal Dr. C.A. Mahesh Bhivandika sir, whose guidance and unwavering support have been instrumental in making this initiative like FDP more grand success. So I would like to invite our principal, Dr. C.A. Mahesh Bhivandika sir, to share his words of wisdom with us. Sir?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. At the outset, let me once again welcome all the participants to this Shodh Bodh Karyashala, which is organized by Achievers College IQAC and in association with Universal AI University, who has been a great support to this FDP and Maharashtra Commerce Teachers Association, through whom we have been gaining knowledge from all the stalwarts in the education. Friends, as we had learned a lot about research since last 4 days, today is the day where we are going to deal with a great, or very important topic in research, that is data analysis and interpretation. And we are lucky enough and we are lucky to get a great speaker, keynote speaker or research person, Dr. Madhukar Dalvi sir, who will guide us on data analysis and interpretation. Friends, many times being PhD guide, I have observed that many students in research go on collecting primary data, and after going through first set of interpretation, their hypothesis gets rejected, or there are many problems comes into picture. But today the learned speaker will definitely guide you on do's and don'ts about data interpretation and validation, and he will also give you will give you hands-on training, wherein Asha Madam, sir has given a specific program which all participants have downloaded in their laptop, and sir will be taking directly practice of this student. So friends, with this word, I once again wish you all the success and happy learning out of today's section. And I place on record my sincere thanks to Dr. Madhukar Dalvi for being with us and being guiding force to all researchers, and Asha Bhatia Madam for being supporting system for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Your vision, constant encouragement, and belief in the power of academic growth, especially when we talk about research, continue to motivate us all and strive for the excellence. Especially your emphasis on the importance of research as a foundation for the innovation and progress has truly resonated with us all. Thank you so much, sir, once again. Now, turning our focus on today's highlighted anticipated session on the topic of data analysis and interpretation, a core area of research process. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce our esteemed speaker for today, Dr. Madhukar Dalvi, Assistant Professor at Nagindas, Khandwala College, Mumbai. Dr. Madhukar Dalvi brings with him 29 years of rich teaching experience specializing in mathematics, statistics, and operational research. He holds multiple academic degrees, including PhD, MPhil, MSc, and PG diploma in operational research and management. He has authored over 28 research papers with several published in Scopus, UGC listed, and peer-reviewed journals, and has successfully completed a UGC funded minor research project. As a research consultant, he has guided over 80 scholars, conducted over 81 workshops, and have been invited as a resource person for numerous ICSSR, UGC, and national level programs. Dr. Dalvi's expertise in statistics softwares like SPSS have coupled with his hands-on experience in data interpretation analysis, which makes him the perfect mentor for today's session. Please join me in welcoming very enthusiastic speaker, Dr. Madhukar Dalvi, sir. It is my absolute honor to welcome our esteemed speaker. We welcome you, sir. We are truly privileged to have you with us, and we are really waiting to hear from you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Jagruti Madam. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First of all, I'd like to thank Principal Sir Mahesh Bhivandikar Sir for inviting me for this particular session. And also the Universal AI University and the Teachers Commerce Association for inviting me for this session. It's really a privilege for me to be a part of this particular program, FDP. I always like to interact with the people. They interact with the participant, specifically researcher, when it is a research part is concerned. We are going to begin slowly for this session. Before we start, I have a request. This is an afternoon session. And afternoon session is after lunch. So, and a topic like statistics need to be attention. So, I expect some volunteers to continuously participate in this interactive session. I'll be asking small questions. If possible, try to give answers so that it will be very interactive, and I like. Another thing is, before we start, I have shared one Google Drive link. That Google Drive link consists of certain files which we'll be using today for our session as a hands-on part. So those who want to participate, I heard that there are some students, PhD scholars also along with the teachers. So those students who are interested in learning the software which I'm going to introduce today, The name of a software is Jamovi, which is online software which can be read anytime, any moment. And I hope that the file which is shared with you gives the proper instructions how to download Jamovi software. And some of you must have downloaded also on the PC. So those who want to work along with me after some time, I'll be asking you to really work on me using the files which are available on my drive. So please download all files, specifically Jamovi files and other Excel files from the drive, right? You can take little time. It will take little time to download. Keep it in one folder. So whenever I ask you to use those files, uh, Yashita, I think it will be very difficult for you to download. I mean, download is possible, but to use software with mobile, it will be quite difficult. You can definitely try, but you're really interested in learning this software, and today if you want to use it, better you log in from your laptop or maybe computer wherever you are. So that you can work along with me simultaneously. My focus will be statistical analysis, both descriptive as well as inferential analysis. And along with that, the introduction of software, use of software, statistical test. I've been given totally almost now 1 hour 45 minutes, right, to deliver the session. I'll try to complete it. If I'm not able to complete all types of tests, what I've decided to share my PPTs and the files also. So you don't worry about writing anything. The important thing is learning how to use tests. Keep on asking questions. You can unmute yourself. Organizers, please see to it that those who want to ask questions, please allow them to unmute and ask questions. It is better to ask questions there and then only. Otherwise, there are a lot of things. So please keep on asking questions there and then. You can definitely post your question in the chat box. I'll be constantly observing your chats also, and I'll try to answer your questions there and there only. So better to have interaction rather than keeping posting at the end all the questions. You may not get a chance to ask question at the end because I'll take a lot of time. Generally, I conduct a workshop for a day long time, and I'll be trying to cover with this short period. So if you keep on asking questions there and there, it will be better because we may not get time after after say 4 o'clock, right? So better to ask questions, and I expect some volunteers will be there. Some people who volunteer and keep on at least posting some chats in the chat box. Okay, so we will start now. Let me start my presentations. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So once again, thank you very much for inviting me, Achievers College, Commerce Association, and AI University. Today, we'll be going like this. The sequence of our this particular 2-hour session is I'll be introducing a software, open source software, which is based on software called as R, and it is very close to software called as SPSS. So most of you, I believe that most of you belongs to the commerce management and the social sciences. So you must have heard about SPSS. So this software will give a similar output to SPSS and far better screen and working than SPSS. SPSS is a paid software and this is very open software freely available. So anybody can definitely download this software and work on it. Before we start, let me know any of you or some of you, have you downloaded this software and any issue in download? Please reply in a chat box. Anyone? Okay, anyway, I will be now not download. Okay, fine. Minal Pradhan, have you downloaded actually?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. So anyway, I'll be explaining you once again. Here also you can download, those who are attending this particular session with computer, right? They can definitely go. With, as I said, with mobile slightly difficult, right? But somebody can try also, obviously. In my session, I'll be taking you to descriptive analysis and interpretation using Jamovi. Descriptive analysis is basically used for objective verification. Then we'll go for inferential analysis, which is hypothesis testing. The basics of hypothesis testing will go. Different statistical tests, including parametric as well as non-parametric tests. And then hypothesis testing using Jamovi. How to use software Jamovi. So in between, I'll be taking you to the slides as well as the software part. So you'll have to constantly keep on changing. And please download the files. Those who are interested in working along with me, please download files from my Google Drive so that you can use it, because I'll be asking you to use this constantly. See, unless and until you try and work, you will not learn. This is not very difficult software. Now, I'm sure that within this 2-hour session, I'll be making you comfortable to use continuously, and I'm sure about it. So please do it so that it will be helpful for you. Yes. So first of all, I'll begin with this particular slide. This is related to the research, and all of you should know what is the link between all these things, right? For example, we generally start with a research title, right? We start, of course, start reading, deciding, finalizing the topic, and then finally we decide our research topic. When you start any research work, whether it is minor research project, major research project, PhD, or even paper when you want to write, you go through, you decide, you get an idea, and then start working on that, finally decide topic. Of course, while doing this, you do a lot of review of literatures, and then review of literature is not just understanding, learning, but we have to go through in a very systematic way, and finally we have to find out the gap analysis. We have to go for gaps and identify the gaps. Why do we need to identify the gaps? Anybody? Why gaps we need to find out after the review of literature? Suppose a topic you have decided, and on the topic you have to go for a review of literature. So you are gone for a review, you identified different research papers, essays, articles, right? Maybe books also. And then you have to find out gaps between the studies. Why it is necessary?
Sir, the gap will help us to come to the final topic.
Okay. So to finalize your research topic, gaps will help. Very good. Thank you. What else?
Sir,
Anybody else? Yeah, please.
Sir, we can incorporate that gaps in our research.
Yeah. In fact, we have to incorporate those things. We need to find out the gaps and we need to write in our research all those gaps. Yeah, very good. Any other reasons?
We will know exactly where we are lagging behind and what we need to do in future so that we will come out of the exact solution of the problem for what we are doing research.
Yes, madam, you are very close. You are very close. We need to identify the gaps so
Yeah.
that we'll find out what is lagging, right? What you need to do, and that will help you to frame your objectives, right? And not only that, you can prove that your study is different than the other researchers. And that's what. See, when you do research, you have to show, yes, which is not explored before. So you identify those things and then you prove that your study is different. And that's how we show that our study is significant also. So significance of study, objective hypothesis, your research questions will come from those gaps. So gaps are very, very essential. After review of literatures, right, we go for identifying the research questions or research problems. So please note, you find out what are the problems in those things related to your research titles. These problems and questions will help you to frame your objectives and hypotheses, right? Generally, objectives are and hypotheses are closely related. In the sense, hypotheses are based on objectives. They are related to objectives. What we do is, for objectives, hypothesis based on a particular objective. So objective number 1, there is one hypothesis, 2 hypotheses or 3 hypotheses. But it is not necessary that every time we need to go for hypothesis based on objective. But if we are framing hypothesis, it has to be related to an objective, right? Can anybody help me to give a meaning of hypothesis? What is hypothesis? We are going to discuss a lot today. But let me know what is your understanding about hypothesis. Please try. What do you know about hypothesis? What are your ideas? I'm not expecting complete answer from you, but something.
Hypothesis is assumption, what we assume and what we presume that what it will be, whether whatever we are predicting, it will be right or dissolve. Our
Correct.
intuition, that is.
Correct. So what is assumption? What we feel?
Yeah.
What is the correct thing? Right? That assumption is nothing but hypothesis. I will just add, it is not just an assumption, it is testable assumption. What I mean to say, whereas tentative statements, correct, Sapna, right? What I mean to say, it is a statement or maybe an assumption which is possible to test, because hypotheses are tested and results are obtained. We apply certain statistical tests. So it is not just an assumption, it is testable statements. And some people call it as proposed solution. What we anticipate, what we feel, this is the answer. That answer we put it as a hypothesis, and that is verified by using different statistical tests. Before that, we collect data. Okay, great. We'll discuss a lot on hypothesis again. Now, once we are ready with objectives and hypothesis, we collect primary or secondary data. Remember that it is not necessary that all studies should be based on secondary data or primary data. It can be a combination. It can be only primary or it can be only secondary also. So we collect data, but remember that data is collected only to verify. I'm using a term now. Please note this is a very important term in the research. we verify objectives and test hypotheses. So objectives are verified and hypotheses are tested. You note somewhere this. Because when we write finally in the research, don't say that objectives are tested, right? Objectives are verified and hypotheses are tested. So we collect our data only to verify our objectives and test our hypothesis. So the whole questionnaire, if you are framing, it should be related to the objectives and hypothesis. So what we generally do, we take, suppose you have decided to collect data through primary sources, that is through questionnaire. Then what we do is we take first objective and frame some question based on that. Take second objective, frame some questions on that. Like that, we keep on framing questions and then we finally prepare a questionnaire. Same thing we do about hypothesis also. Hypothesis, some questions will be there in a specific format for the hypothesis testing. So those things we will do and then we will prepare a questionnaire. You know, people ask question, how many questions should be there in the questionnaire? Please note, there is no exact number that there should be 10 questions, 100 questions, 200 questions, no number. It is based on your objectives and hypothesis. Suppose your objectives required 26 questions, then questionnaire will have 26 questions plus some question based on hypothesis. Like that. So there is no specific number. Okay, correct. Correct, Jagruti. Yes, exactly. There is no exact number for objectives also. But ideally, people say 4-5 objectives you go for when you go for a PhD. It should not be, go for a very large number of objectives which are not possible to go for. But of course, there is no specific number for going to the number of objectives also. Now, once we are having, similarly, we can collect data from the secondary sources. So you may have like this, say for example, you have 5 objectives and based on your first objective, you have questions in the questionnaire. But second objective is based on secondary. So you may have data from the secondary sources for your second objective. Like that one can go for also when it is combination of primary and secondary. All objectives are verified using primary data or all objectives are verified using secondary data. Also, hypothesis can be tested using secondary data. So there is no rule. You have to go for only primary, secondary, etc. But there should be link between this. Excuse me. Now, once we are having a data, we will go for analysis. We'll go for analysis. Okay. So we'll go for analysis. Now this analysis is generally divided in 2 parts. One is called as descriptive analysis. Other one is called as inferential analysis. What do you mean by descriptive analysis? Descriptive analysis means describe. So these are generally, there are some parameters like mean, median, mode we'll calculate. We prepare tables, graphs, all those things will come under the descriptive analysis. This descriptive analysis is generally used for objective verification. Objective verification and inferential analysis is nothing but hypothesis testing. So in this study, we make sections or we keep them together also, both objective verification and hypothesis testing. For objective verification, we go for descriptive analysis and for hypothesis testing, we go for inferential analysis. I hope I'm quite okay with this slide. Everybody is clear. This slide is very important. If you are okay, please type yes in the chat box so that I can proceed further actually for the next part of the statistical analysis. Please type yes or no. For descriptive analysis means describe. We use mean, median, mode. We go for graphs. We go for tables, right? Which are generally used for objective verification. And inferential analysis is used for hypothesis testing, where we apply different types of parametric as well as non-parametric tests. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So I think we'll proceed further. Now, here I have mentioned some statistical tools for descriptive analysis. We are having percentage, cross table, graphs, diagrams, then measures of central tendencies like mean, median, mode, measures of dispersion like standard deviation, mean deviations, skewness, kurtosis, and basic correlation and regression analysis. Right? We will go for this. This is coming under descriptive analysis, which we will use for objective verification, which we'll be using for objective verification. Just a minute. Give me a minute, please. Yes, okay. So now see, remember that descriptive analysis is used for objective verification. So objective verification is a very important task, very important thing. And for inferential analysis, we go for hypothesis testing. Now, what are different types of tests? There are two categories of tests. One is called as parametric test and other one non-parametric test. So t-test, z-test, ANOVA, repeated measures ANOVA, correlation test, regression test. All these things are parametric tests. There are different types of tests, one sample, two sample tests, etc. will be learning. Then Kruskal-Wallis, Mann-Whitney's, all these tests. Now you will be definitely wondering, how do you remember all these names? Don't worry, you no need to remember all the tests. You can use definitely some books or my slides also, so that you will have all these tests. So today we'll try to discuss as many tests as possible during this session. Depends upon how much time I get for the discussion. Okay, so initially we will use software to go for the descriptive element analysis, that is frequency table, how to prepare, how to find out mean, median, mode, graphs, diagrams, right, standard deviations, etc., etc. So that is our idea. And then later on we will go for parametric as well as non-parametric test, how to select test based on the hypothesis, what are different types of hypothesis, etc. That we will discuss. Okay, so now let me introduce to you a software called as Jamovi, which is used for both descriptive analysis as well as inferential. Same software where we can go for hypothesis testing, all those basics, mean, median, mode calculations, we will go for. So this is an open source software. Open source meaning it is available freely. Anybody can download from Google. Just have to type Jamovi on the Google, right? And you will see such type of screen on the Google where you can download. So now let me take you there. Hope things will be all right. See, just I'm typing Jamovi. Jamovi software download or Jamovi. Right? When I download, when I do this, is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now here, Jamovi for desktop. It is Jamovi for desktop. So just click on this particular part. You will see this. You will see this screen. Jamovi desktop. And there are options available. Jamovi for Windows, Jamovi for Mac, Linux, right? Suppose if somebody is having MacBook, one can use this particular thing. But generally, most of us are having Windows. So there are two types. Yes, yes, Jagrati, yes. So there are two types here. One is latest features and the solid one recommended for users. So you can use what is system requirement, 64 arch you have requirement, and basic versions are there. We keep on changing the different versions. So what is actually, there are people, this is a social platform, they keep on updating this software. So somebody can contribute also. If you are a good researcher, you can, coding, you can prepare a software and attach to the Jamovi also. So what you need to do is just have to click here and then it will start downloading, right? Automatically it will start downloading. You will see here it will start downloading. Download in progress. So one can download it easily. It's already downloaded on my PC. So I can stop this download also, right? If I don't want to do this, right? Or I can download it also, but I'll not install. Finally, I'll not start, I'll not run. So Jamovi download, it takes hardly say few minutes to do this download. Now see here, this is downloaded actually. See, do you want to allow this app? This message has come. I don't want to continue with this thing. So I will say, right? I've already downloaded. So let me just check out whether Jamovi is available. So I'm going for a search on my PC. Just I typed Jamovi. So now my version Jamovi 2.3.28 is open, right? And current version is, I think, different. What is current version? Current version is 2.6.26 and the one which I'm having is slightly different version, right? And 44.44 on the other side we are having. But don't worry, you will see this type of window. Now this is an actually open file which is available with me, but you can have a blank file like this, right? So if anybody has downloaded, yes, it's fine. You can go for this version, any version, you will see a similar type of window there. Similar type of window. Nikita, are you able to download this? Nikita Patil, are you able to download this software on your PC? If you are using PC? Anyone, if you are able to download this? PC has able to download. Yes. So try to open this software, run this software and try to open and check whether you are able to see this type of window. Yes. Great. So at least two of you are getting this. Acha, Minal and Manmeet Kaur, right? Both of you are able to download the files from my drive. There are certain Jamovi files, one folder. If you are not, please download it. Yes, great. Now what you do is keep this particular, yes, fine. Keep this Jamovi blank file open and try to click one file from that. Maybe I'll show you which one you can start with. Financial literacy karke file hai. Let me show you where it is on my screen also. Sorry, I'm not able to.
Sir, there are two files on financial literacy. Which one we have to open?
I'll show you.
How we can find the drive link?
Two file, anyone you try. There are two file. One,
Chatting.
the only financial literacy one.
So when
Finan-
is available?
Financial literacy. Financial literacy hypothesis and financial literacy. This one.
Sir, can you tell us how to download the file?
Financial literacy. This one. Yes, please reply. Are you able to open this? I have kept this file ready for you. I'll tell you how to generate this file, how to go for this. But let's try to use this software. Meenal is able to open this. Fine, good.
Sir, मैं audible?
मत करो लाल कर जा
Sorry. मैं audible?
The financial literacy hypothesis.
Financial literacy, there are two files. Only financial literacy one you open, which is Jamovi. There's a folder called as Jamovi. In that, there's a folder called as Jamovi files. In that, you are having financial literacy survey.
Yeah.
Are you able to see my screen?
Sir, your PPT is visible, sir. Your screen is not visible.
My screen is not visible. I think I have to.
Sir, how we can find out your drive link?
Give me a minute. Share my screen so that you'll be able to see. Now, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now see financial literacy survey, this file. Look at this file, this file. This file you try to open. Any file you can open. I just want to see whether you are able to open the Siddiqui Mohammed.
Yes, sir.
I have sent link to madam, right? Monica madam.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so you
We
can
are in group, sir.
you can okay, let me share here also. Give me a minute, please.
Okay.
I'll try to share in the chat box only. Yes, I shared a link in my chat box. The chat box now. So those who want to go through, please go through this link. And you'll be able to see my drive, right? Yes, so let me know how many of you are able to download files as well as open the Jamovi software, open this file, downloaded. Okay.
Oh, there are so
Not
many.
interest. Yeah, please.
There are many financial literacy files. One in Jamovi is financial serve. That is one to open.
Yes. We go to the Jamovi folder. Jamovi files,
Hmm.
right? Under that financial literacy survey. There are other Excel files also. Let us not open those now. I'll tell you what to do with those things. Go inside the folder, download that folder called as Jamovi files. Once you download that folder, you will find the files on the screen. See, V written, that V icon is there for every file.
The extension is different, right?
Yeah, it is on my drive. I've shared the link of my drive. Please click on that link.
So this will open only when you have Jamovi.
There you don't have Jamovi software. Jamovi software you need to download from Google. And there is a folder called as Jamovi files. Open that, download that folder. Fantastic. Yes, Sapna, that's what I was telling you. It is quite difficult to open in mobile. So better to use your laptop. Okay, I think we'll proceed further, right? In between, you can keep on continuing. Everyone first download software, then access drive. Okay, fine. Download software so that, yes, you're right. You'll be able to open the files only when the software is downloaded on your PC. Otherwise, you'll not be able to open the file. For opening file, the software should be downloaded on your PC. Okay, now let us proceed further and go for the presentation further. So what we do now is, we'll try to understand. Now this file is already, there is, actually once one file is open, one blank file is open. Now you can open Excel file, which is in the CSV format in Jamovi. Now what we do generally is, let me take you out a little bit and show you something else. I hope everybody is with me now. Okay, let me show you one questionnaire on financial literacy survey. This is a questionnaire like other questionnaires which you are having, right? Where there are certain general questions which includes age, gender, qualifications, the basic information, general information about the respondents, and then experience, occupation, etc., salary, and then there are certain question based on 5-point scale, agreement scale. To strongly disagree. There are statements based on financial self-efficacy. Financial self-efficacy is a dimension, very important dimensions, which gives related to the financial attitude, because we are conducting survey related to the financial awareness or financial literacy. So it will be able to understand whether they are self-efficient or not based on the statements and then responses. Similarly, we are having second important dimension called as attitude towards money, right? Where statements are given again, but statements are opposite statement. So I'm writing negative sign in the bracket. It's also very important. Sometimes we make a statement which are negative just to test the respondents whether they are giving proper responses or not. But it is not necessary every time. I'm not going to talk much about the questionnaire preparation, but this is how we go generally. And then we are having third C part also, third dimension, and the statements related to that, which is combination of some statements which are positive, some statements which are negative, right? And the last component is financial aspiration. Now, all these things will give you the idea about financial attitude of respondents. The second part is financial behavior. where there are certain questions asked, and there are specific questions where multiple options can be selected by the respondents. Check all that applies, sort of thing. For example, what kind of financial instrument or investment you are doing, say saving account, current account, and all. So individual may have current account, saving account, etc. So and then uh, yes no type questions and other questions. There is a question where direct answer is given. For example, number of credit cards on your name, how many cards, 1 card, 2 cards, 0 cards, etc. So this is a sample questionnaire for which I have prepared a data sheet. Now, I'll just talk to you a little bit about preparation of data sheet before we proceed to the statistical analysis. Now, suppose this is a questionnaire. Just keep in mind this is a questionnaire, and on the basis of this, we are going to prepare a data sheet. How do you prepare a data sheet? What we generally do, we collect data, right? Data from discount. Say suppose you have collected data from 300 respondents. Now what we need to do is, using this, all these 300 respondents, the data which we obtained, we have to analyze this data objective wise and hypothesis wise. For hypothesis also, we test our hypothesis also. So when we go for analysis, we need to put this data in the numerical format or in an Excel sheet. So what we do is we prepare a data sheet. Now let me tell you how to prepare a data sheet. Before preparation of data sheet, you need to give codes to these questions. For example, age group. Now age group is having how many options? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options are there. So what we do is just write one number here, say 1 here. In place of this, we write 2, then 3, right? 4, and 5. This is for your understanding. So instead of typing 19 to 24 in your Excel sheet, you just type 1, right? Type 2, type 3, if it is required. Similarly, for male and female, you write 1, 2, 3, right? This is with one sample questionnaire, one coding data sheet you will be preparing. Highest educational qualification 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You keep on doing this with your questionnaire. Now what you do is you go down, and in the statement you have already written 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 because this is 5-point scale. So already scale is written. So there no need to write again because you understood that 5 means strongly agree and all. Here, this part also, you already 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers are given. So those numbers can be treated as a code. For question number 2 here, you can give 1, 2, 3, and so on. But this question has to be put in a different way in the questionnaire. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, like this. So what you do is you prepare one questionnaire along with the code. We call it as preparation of codes. Now once you are ready with the codes, then what you do is then you pick up one questionnaire which is already filled up. For example, there is one gentleman who has written a name who belongs to the category 37 to 42 age group. Of course, gentleman, when I said the gender is male, who's graduate, right? And married, staying in a rural area, having who's actually a self-employed also, right? Self-employed, whose experience is 4 to 6 years. Understood, like this. So that person must have tick mark something. So all those things are available with you. Now, how to prepare an Excel data sheet out of this? Let's try to understand. See here, name is optional. So everybody may not give name. So you don't worry about the name. Name is not required in the Excel data sheet. Let me show you what is Excel data sheet here. Actually prepared Excel data sheet, which is financial literacy survey. You will see here financial literacy survey. Let me open this. See here, it is already prepared. Age. Now, age is written 19 to 24, 19 to 24, and so on. Some age groups are there. Some of course, this is very dummy data, so you don't worry about this thing, but age. Before that, there is something called as respondent number. So if you pick up one questionnaire, right, you just write on the top what is the number. Say there are 300, so give number 1 to 300 to all questionnaires. Before that, please see to it that all questionnaires are filled up completely. If there are incomplete questionnaires, just take them out of your study. Because when you use those incomplete questionnaires for analysis, it will be very difficult. You will not be able to get complete data. So it doesn't matter. Out of 300, if it is 280 remaining, 20 questions are of no use, then also there is no problem. You can use till 280 questionnaire for analysis. So pick up those questionnaires which are completely filled. Give numbers 1 to 280, right, which are completely filled. Then pick up one questionnaire and just keep on typing. Now let me start with a simple Excel file. So let me open an Excel file for you. Excel file I'm opening. This data sheet already I have prepared, but now I'm opening a blank file for you. So what you do here, you just write down title, respondent number. First is column is title. Then we are having age group. Then third part in our questionnaire. What is third part in our questionnaire? Third part is gender. Okay. So go for gender. Third column is gender here. Gender. Like that, you need to prepare this first. Gender. And so on. So give title in the first one. Now you pick up first questionnaire. Write respondent number 1. What is age group? Now, as I told you, when you prepare a questionnaire, you have selected a respondent who belongs to 37 to 42. Now, what is the code for 37 to 42? Can anybody tell me what is the code for 37 to 42?
4.
4. Correct, Prapti, you're right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what you do now, you don't have to type 37 to 42 in your Excel. Just type 4 here. Just type 4. Then gender. That person is male, right? That person is male. So what is code for male? Anybody?
2.
What is code for male? Male is 1, I think. First one.
1.
Correct. So you just type 1 here. 1 here. Right? Similarly, third part. Third part is what? Highest educational qualification. The person is graduate. So what should be the code? 2. Correct. 2. You just have to type 2 here. 2. And then again save 3. Then 1. Then 4. Like this. Then 5. And so on. Right? 6. 3. Then 2. Then 1. Like this. So what is happening? What you are doing is you are just typing 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers on your data sheet, and the whole questionnaire you are going to put on one line in one row of an Excel column. Like that, then you pick up the second questionnaire, write respondent number 2, keep on typing 1, 2, 3, 4 according to the responses. Third one, keep on typing 1, 2, 3, 4. So what will happen? All 280 questionnaires you'll be able to put in one Excel sheet. But please remember, you should have a coding sheet with you. That is, what is 1 stands for, what is 4 stands for, what is 3 stands for, right? For every column. So you have to prepare a separate Word file you can prepare, or even in Excel separate sheet, you can type 1 means this code, this age group, 2 means this age group, 3 means this is for you only. Right? For computer, This is just a number. For software, these are just numbers. And once you are ready with this coding data sheet, you are able to open in particularly Jamovi also, right? Say suppose you are able to open this, you are able to prepare coding data sheet like this, suppose. And see here, you must have seen I've written here 19 to 24, which is not coded. What I did is I've converted those codes into this particular age group. For example, gender, initially I've coded, right? Initially I've coded 1 and 2, one for male or one for female. So two for female and one for male, like this. Okay, so female 1, yes. Now we'll see gender has converted into 1, 2 and all these things. All of you can see.
Can we do
See
similarly?
now. Yes.
Do we?
Are you able to see my screen now again?
Yeah, we go to same way like variables.
Yeah. So what I did is I just double click on this, right? Double click on this so that this part is open, and then wherever there are male, female, I just type 1 and 2. So this is converted now. This is converted. So that is possible, right? So I can do that obviously. I can do that once I know the scale properly 1 and 2. I can go back also. I can revert back also, and I can write 1 for male and 2 for female, like that also. So coding sheet can be converted directly. But before that, you should be able to open the coded Excel file in Jamovi. That we will learn first. So let us learn this, how to open this coded Excel file in Jamovi. So let me close this. I'm not saving this file, right? So what I do is now I will open Excel file, say this file. This is my Excel file, right? Which I save on my desktop. Let me save it on my desktop so that as book 1 in Achievers में as book 1. I have kept it here, right? This just simple file, which is an Excel file. You can open any file also, but before you open this file, what you need to do is you have to convert this file into Jamovi format. Sorry, CSV format, not Jamovi, CSV. So this software is compatible with CSV format, which is an Excel file only, but the format is different. Let me do that also. So what I'll do is I'll save as this file. I'll save as this file on in the same folder as CSV. There are different versions of CSV. Different versions of CSV. CSV but comma delimited. Which one? CSV comma delimited. Now this version I have to save. This is compatible version with the Jamovi software. So I repeat once again. What I did is I'm saving this file in the another format, which is CSV. Generally, we are having Excel workbook, right? Excel workbook. Now this format will convert into CSV comma delimited, and then I will save this file, right? So this file is already available with. Now this CSV file I will open in Jamovi. Let me repeat. I hope I am with everybody, right? I have actually what I did is I have kept this file in the folder. Can you see this? Now what is the difference in these two files? Can anybody see here? One file is comma separated file, CSV file, Other one is Microsoft Excel file. If you look at their icons, there is small difference in the icon also. With CSV file, small a, you will see a small a suffix in the icon. Small change in the icon, or you can see here also, comma separated CSV, comma separated value file and order. So every time, once you're ready with your Excel sheet, you convert that into CSV file, keep that file ready for your analysis. Everybody is with me? Please type yes or no in the chat box quickly.
Yes, sir.
Great, great, great. Now what I'll do is, I will try to open the CSV file. I will try to open the CSV file in my software called as Jamovi. For that, what you need to do, you just need to open Jamovi, any blank file, any file which is available with you. So go to the Jamovi and open. So what I did here, actually, I am ready. I have kept it open, right? My Jamovi file is open. You will see this file is open already. That's what we did in the beginning. Now this file is open with you. So what you need to do is, we have to open our Excel file, which is in the CSV format here. So let me show you how to open. You people can try along with me. There are 3 lines here on the left hand side. Left hand side, click on those 3 lines, right? And here we have to say, don't say new, go to open. Open may you have to go to browse. Browse, you have to find out your locations. Now, where are my locations? In the folder called as Achievers College, I have 2 types of files. One is comma separated. This file I'll open, book 1, and say open, book 1. Now, once I click here, you will see that the one which where I was typing 123, 123, that file is open now. Can you see this? Please try. Some of you can try to open any Excel file which is available on your desktop here in Jamovi quickly. We have to start for statistical analysis. If you are able to open, please type yes.
No. और एक मीटिंग है.
Yes, sir.
Quick, please. Okay, this is how we open. So what we do is, from our data, from our questionnaire, we prepare a coding data sheet. That coding data sheet will open in Jamovi. I did it, but couldn't find the file added. Okay. Please try to open the start Jamovi first. Open any blank file. Go there, and then have you converted your file into CSV format? Okay. Now that location is available. Go here once again. I'll show you. Go here. Go to open. Go for your location. Browse karo. And once you're ready, just go to CSV proper file and then click. You should be able to open this. Right once again. I'm waiting for you. Great, great. So now let us proceed further. So now steps are clear. You have questionnaires, you have collected a data, prepare a coding data sheet. Coding data sheet is in Excel, convert that into CSV format. Now open that file in Jamovi. Right now you are ready for statistical analysis. These steps are very important and essential. Now let me close this. I am not interested in this particular one. So now what I do is, now my file is open, which is in Jamovi. So say for example, I have already prepared my file, which is called as financial literacy survey. Now financial literacy survey Excel file is this, where some codes are there, and then I have prepared some variable. I'm not going into the detail of this because we have a lack of time. So we'll start with the statistical analysis, first descriptive analysis. So let us go to Jamovi software and start with the statistical analysis. Now this is a file. Again, everybody please open this file called as financial literacy survey basic file. Financial literacy survey basic file. I have opened it other one. Let me open the financial literacy survey basic file. Financial literacy survey basic file. Okay, now this file. Now I'll try to work. Please work along with me. I want everybody, those who are participating, should be comfortable with the software. Go to the site, having variable, having test here, ANOVA, regression, frequency, and factors. You will not find out this part. Remember, you will not find out this. This part I have added. These are external softwares which can be added in Jamovi. In fact, there are many softwares which can be added. So this part you will not be able to see. This part will not be available. I have to add. Let me quickly show you how to add this extra softwares, right, according to your requirement. Go on the right hand side. There is something called as a module. Module. See here, module. Module. Okay. Now click on the module. Once you click on the module, you will see Jamovi library. Jamovi library. Click on Jamovi library. Click on Jamovi library. Now, once you click on Jamovi library, you will see available softwares, right? Available softwares here. Lot of softwares are available, but of course, it is up to your requirement what you want. For example, I have installed some of them. Say, I have installed some softwares here, R-based software. Jamovi based R software. This I have already installed, right? So this is available. Then path analysis. This I have installed. So you can install any such software, and once you install those software, now what you need to do is you need to just click on here, say install. Once you click on install, it automatically it will start installing, right? It will get installed.
Sir, but which one we need to install?
Not necessary, up to you. You don't require right now any software. Say for example, base R. Suppose any one of you, are you, anybody is from computer science or IT?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the IT people may need an R output. You're using R, right? So what you can do is, you can get R output directly here. So software is a movie, but you will get R output. So for that you required base R. This you install, right? So once you start, say for example, you are applying t-test, but your output should be R in the R. So R output you will get directly. Fine. So for that you need this SEM, structural equation modeling. Have you heard about it? Structural equation modeling, SEM. Some of you must have heard. Path analysis. You go for structural equation modeling. So those structural equation modeling, you can go directly here. Here, you just have to go for path analysis and select a parameter. So, but that is externally added. It is not inbuilt. It is not inbuilt. So those
Sir,
extras.
will
Yes.
you please tell what you have told for R? That is second one, RJ, editor to run the R code inside GEMOV.
Yes, direct output you will get. We no need to write code anything. Say for example, let me just show you something.
Sir, suggest one so that we all install and work accordingly. One you suggest, please.
You don't require this what I have shown here. You will require
Sir.
6 which are available. You don't require. See, I am a statistics person. I need some extra software. So I use those. But you don't require. For you, these 6 parts are sufficient which are available. Only the IT people, right? If they want our output, they can directly get our output also. For example, say correlation analysis. In correlation analysis, say I am finding out correlation between two variables like this. See, you look at the correlation output, product moment coefficient. This is R output. So those who know R, they'll understand what I'm talking, right? So no need to again write a code and get the output. Directly you will get the R output here. Of course, with the statistical test only. Not all are out. No need to add any library, nothing. No code has to be written. So that's an advantage of this particular software, which is not possible in SPSS also. Anyway, don't get confused. We don't require this additional software, but somebody is interested, one can go for this additional softwares also. Shall we proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Yeah. So now what we do is we'll go for one by one. First of all, exploration. Look at exploration. In exploration, we are having descriptive. Now the terminology descriptive, I already told you, descriptive analysis. Here, you'll be able to find out mean, median, mode. You look at this statistics part. Just click on statistics part. You will see everything here. Standard deviation, mean, median, mode, skewness, kurtosis, then normality test. Then in under plots, you'll have box plot, histogram, bar plots, violin plots, etc., etc. So some statistical parameters, some graphs, and even a frequency table one can prepare. You see frequency table here, frequency table, variable across in rows and columns. You'll be able to prepare histogram as well also. So let me work out and then you please work out. I hope everybody is ready and open this file with you. Keep this file open. Let me transfer this variable age. Then gender, educational qualification level, marital status. I have transferred these 4 variables on the right hand side. Okay. Now you'll see once I transfer, something has happened on the right hand side. One table is generated. Mean, median, standard deviation. This is by default because I have already selected this on the left hand side. So these things are default selected. But I don't want this thing. So I'll just remove this text. If I remove this text, automatically things have gone. I'm not interested in all these things. Even I'm not interested in missing values also. I want frequency tables. So what I'll do now, I'll select frequency table here. Once I click on frequency table, now on the right hand side, frequency table for all variables are generated. In fact, I can transfer some more variables on the right hand side also, and automatically frequency tables will be generated. See here, all tables are generated quickly. You can go for one variables also, one by one. No need to go for all together. You are having, say now this is a data of 50 respondents. So count is 45 plus 2 plus 3 percentage and cumulative percentage. This type of tables are generated. Please try quickly. Those who are able to keep this file open, try quickly. And type yes in the chat box.
You can use all the variables, only specific variables.
Specific variable, one variable at a time. It's up to you. You can bring back these variables also. Say, for example, I'm keeping only salary. So one variable I'm keeping. You can keep 3, 4 variables, 10 variables, 20 variables at once, no problem. Software is very quick.
But this
Interesting.
software, takes all kind of levels of measurement.
Yes.
Oh.
Tables, wherever frequency table you want to prepare, immediately it will give you a frequency table.
And discriminate across variables.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. You can across columns, across rows, right? Across rows also you can go for, right? It's up to you, choice.
That I've done.
Yeah. So please reply quickly. Are you able to prepare a table?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good. So now, suppose for this variable, these are categorical variables. Now, what are categorical variables? Wherever there are categories. For example, income category, salary category, gender is a category. But numeric variables, what are numeric variables? Numbers. Instead of asking age group, suppose I ask you age. Age, you will give me a number, right? Instead of asking salary group, salary between this and this, if I ask you your actual salary, you'll give me 21,000 rupees. Like that. Okay? So, I may have numeric variable. Numeric variable, salary is a numeric variable, but salary group, if I'm asking group, then it is a categorical variable. If I'm asking gender, gender is definitely a categorical variable. I cannot have a number for gender. Okay. So of course there I am using codes. That's a different thing. But actually it is a categorical variable. I hope categorical variable, numeric variable is okay with everyone.
Yes, sir.
Great. So now for
लवकर सांगा आम्हाला जायला नाही तर ती विरगळेल मजा नाही येणार मग.
if you are not in this class, please keep your mute yourself, please. Yes, Dr. Guru Prasad, you want to ask anything?
You said different kinds of.
Yes.
As I asked you earlier, you can put any variable and get the frequency in the variable dialog box.
Yes.
Yeah,
See now, variables are here. You can just transfer anything on the right hand side.
Okay.
But of course, the table will be prepared accordingly.
Okay.
If codes 1, 2, 3, so tables can be prepared. So wherever you want to prepare a frequency table, you can just transfer that variable on the right hand side variable box and you can prepare it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, fine. So now there are certain variables which are numbers, numeric variable. For example, look at this. Now my gender is a categorical variable, age is a categorical, educational level categorical, marital status categorical, and all these things. But if I'm going to the right hand side, here these are variables on scale, 5-point scale, which I've converted into numbers. So I'm considering this as numeric variables, right? These are numbers, numeric variables. So for these numeric variables, I can calculate mean, median, mode, right? Whatever I want. So let us see how to calculate mean, median, mode for these categorical variables. So what I'm doing is now I'm just transferring the variables which are numeric numbers, right? For example, this variable, say 3, 4 variables, 4 variables I'm calculating. So now once again, see here directly table is ready. Mean, median, standard deviation. This is by default. But say I don't want median. So I will just remove the tick. I want skewness and kurtosis. I'm not going to the definition of skewness, mean, median, mode. We have not enough time to do this. But suppose I'm assuming that you are aware of the basic things, basic statistics. So median, mode, right? So all these things, as many things you want, you can prepare a table. Now the question arises, fine, we have prepared a table. But what do we do with this table? Are we able to copy this table? Yes, we will be able to copy this table. Let me do this quickly. What you do is, this table is ready. Say for example, salary here. What I'm doing is, I'm using my mouse, right click. I'll right click on mouse, right click. Once I right click, I'm getting this option, copy, copy, right? It will be copied and then I can paste it anywhere where I want. Generally, we go for Excel. Go for Excel. The reason I'll tell you, Excel may you copy this. You can increase obviously a font size also, right? But you will see here, you will see this particular one, there is extra column. This is a little drawback of this software. It actually gives you extra columns in between for some calculation purpose, right? But we don't require this. Remove this column so that your table looks better. That's what you better go for Excel rather than, you can copy paste anywhere, not necessarily Excel, anywhere. And then you can use this for your research anywhere, wherever you want. Just put this table, take this table anywhere, copy this table, and wherever you want, you can put this table. So what you need to do is just go there, right click on the table, copy. Suppose you want to copy all the things together. So go on the right hand side, space. Now I just again right click. So now what happens is, that particular portion of all those tables is selected. Again I copy. What happens when I do this copying, automatically all tables will be pasted here. See, there are 4 or 5 tables together I can get. So this way you can save your time also. If you are preparing 4 or 5 tables, and obviously columns can be deleted altogether. That thing you can do. Formatting can be done together and then copy paste variable. Please try this quickly. Copying and pasting. You can copy paste any table and type yes in the chat box. Quick. You have to learn so many things. Good. I'm very happy and thankful to the people who are actually working along with me. I actually, it is good to keep me awake also, along with others. So keep on putting chat so that I'll be alert, and I'll try to give you as much things as I possible. Thank you very much, all of you, for participating. Yeah, let us continue. Now, suppose you want to prepare some graphs. Say, for example, bar plots. So let me select some variables here: salary, gender, educational qualification, and see this variable. I'll put it on the left hand side. So all my basic variables, salary, gender, and all 4 variables I'm selecting, and I want to prepare a simple bar plot. So I'll go down in plots and select bar plot. Now what happens when I select bar plots? Just go down and see bar plots are generated quickly. This is also very quick and fast. Very quick and fast. Immediately the bar plots are generated. But these are all basic bar plots. Obviously one can go to Excel and decorate it also, right? And the way you want, you can go for it. Or you can generate these bar plots and basic things in Excel. No need to go for this software. But option is available. There's something called as a violin plot, box plot, density graph, histogram. Histogram and all these things can be prepared for numeric data. So let me take some numeric variables to prepare histogram. So for me, these are the numeric variables. There is one more, I think. Yeah, these 2 are numeric variables, right? So I'm taking numeric variables to prepare histogram. So let me select histogram here and see histograms will be prepared. Histogram will be. So this way we can go for histogram. Of course, I can go for a density curve in histogram. So If you want to check whether the data is normally distributed or not, that can be done very quickly here. This thing can be copied. You will see some of the graphs are skewed, some of the data is skewed, and some of are normal, some of them are not very distributed. Everybody is with me now?
Yes,
Yes. Great. So please work out. This is very easy. The software is very easy to work, far better than SPSS. I'm not promoting this software, but the thing which is good, and it is freely available also. Everybody can. SPSS, minimum 2 lakhs you have to spend for SPSS to get SPSS also. And this is, people are using this, almost more than 25 to 30 workshops have conducted, and everybody like this software because it's very easy and one can see things on the right hand side quickly also. Yes, so these are all basic things which we can do. Any questions, please?
I have one. Can I have a question?
Please.
You said the data table can be directly copy pasted to Excel. The image also can be done in a similar way?
Yes, image also. Same ways. Now right click, copy and paste. Everything, whatever we generate in this software can be pasted.
Okay, thank
you. Pasted. Image can be pasted, copy pasted. So whatever. Yes, please.
So you said this can be used to identify whether the data is normal or not. So,
Yes.
okay, we can see that's okay. But can you also let us know that if it is not normal, how to make it normal or how to see? Basically, stats may, all these things are very much important, which we are not able to gauge it. Theoretical is different, but practical, it is very nice to see and even easy to use also. But if we can understand where to apply.
Yes. Allow
Thank
me
you.
and please time. We are going for a normality test after some time. We will go for normal, whether the data is normal or not, right? So that way we'll be able to understand and then accordingly we will use the test. No need to go normal data. If the data is not normal, only the test will change, nothing else, right? So no need to bother whether data is normal, and even no need to convert data into normal, right? We'll be going for that. Give me a little time. So now, is it okay? Descriptive analysis. We can go for here down below. We are having scatter plot, right? And correlation ke liye we are having regression, where we are having correlation matrix, where we can find out correlation between under the regression box. Okay. See now, correlation matrix is prepared. By default, it is Carl Pearson, right? Pearson, it is by default. But if somebody wants Spearman or Kendall-Tau, right, that can be selected. You can flag the significant correlation. What is significant? I'll come back when we'll go for the testing part. I think we'll have to proceed further. Yes, descriptive analysis is fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us go ahead. So now my slides, there are so many things. So the slides I'm going to share. So you can later on go through also how to open CSV file, right? How to go for descriptive exploration. This thing I have shown you, right? All these things are there on my slides, which I'll be sharing after the session, right? I'll be sharing PDF of this. This is all we have seen just now. How to go for scatter plot also you can go and you can find out the line between. Is it okay? Yeah. Now we'll go for inferential analysis. Let us see how much can do for you. Inferential analysis. Inferential analysis, hypothesis testing. Yes. My first slide, you will get my mobile number and email ID. My first slide, which I'll be sharing with you. Don't worry. Yeah, so inferential hypothesis. Let me quickly explain you what is hypothesis. Right? Hypothesis is actually, why do we go for hypothesis testing? Because generally what we do is we collect a data, right? We go for a sample. We don't go for a population. Population means all units of a study. So when we go for part of a population, and when we finally say that this result is true for the whole population, we need to go for hypothesis testing. So reaching conclusion concerning population by examining sample is nothing but the hypothesis. The purpose of the hypothesis testing is what? From sample to population, when we conclude, see, we study sample, we analyze sample, we get output based on sample, and we give interpretation for population. So for that, hypothesis testing is required. That is the basic purpose of the hypothesis testing. What is hypothesis? This is actually a statement which is tested for its validity. It is assumption. People call it as assumption, tentative solutions, etc., etc. For me, it is a statement which expresses relationship and statements which expresses difference. So there are basically two types of hypothesis. One which talks about relation, other which talks about difference. Right? Please remember. So when you read, so what is a good idea? What you do is you go to the different research papers or thesis and all. You read hypothesis statement and try to understand whether it is relationship type or difference type. So if it is a relationship type, we are having one type, typical type of test which we are going to apply. If it is a difference type, we are going to have another type of test we are going to apply. But basically, your hypothesis will be categorized in these two type of things. So they are possible answer to the research question. That's what I say. Research questions are very, very important. Now, research hypothesis, their formats are directional and non-directional. In statistical language, we call it as one. Into two things, difference type, and other one is relationship types. Okay, so now what is null and what is alternative? Quickly, what is null and what is alternative hypothesis? Anybody? Any idea? Null and alternative hypothesis? Yes,
Null
yes.
having various option, that is means we are not pretty sure. For example, I'll say decline in sale. I can say decline in sale may be low productivity, maybe of outdated that, or maybe of price hike or various other reason. But when we talk about alternative, either this or that, any one that we assume, that is alternate. So that is H1, and HO, that is null.
Okay. Anybody else?
May I try?
Yes, please.
Some null means there is no relationship between the two variables, whereas alternative shows there is some relationship.
Fine. Yes. Anybody like to say anything about null and alternative hypothesis? Quickly, please. We have a You are not audible. You are not audible clearly. I'm not able to understand clearly. Anyway, now look at this. Look at this hypothesis, right? Respondents are having significantly high, significant positive correlation, significantly dependent, significant difference, significant difference. Now, please let me clarify. There are a lot of issues related to understanding of null and alternative hypothesis. A simple thing you remember, everybody. Alternative hypothesis is your hypothesis. The hypothesis which you feel, the hypothesis, the assumption which you feel as a researcher, this is correct, right? Your proposed solution, your assumption is alternative. An opposite statement of that is called null. For example, somebody feel that there is significant difference in the risk-taking ability of male and female. Significant difference. So this can be treated as alternative hypothesis. And what will be an opposite statement? There is no significant difference. But please remember that every time no difference does not mean that it is null. It depends on your hypothesis. If you feel there is no difference is your actual meaning or actual understanding, then alternative hypothesis will be an opposite statement. So null and alternative hypothesis are opposite statement, and your actual hypothesis is alternative hypothesis. For example, alternative hypothesis is what you believe. Please note this. So it can be negative, it can be positive, it can have no relation, it can have a relation. So what you believe is null. It is same as our research hypothesis. And what is null hypothesis? Null hypothesis is an alternative statement. Sorry, it's an opposite statement of null. If your statement is positive, null will be negative. If your actual hypothesis is negative, null will be positive. So there is misunderstanding about null and alternative hypothesis. That's the thing. So what you remember, null is opposite statement of your actual hypothesis. And your actual hypothesis which you feel, the assumption which you feel is your alternative hypothesis. So it depends on your alternative. If alternative is positive, then null will be negative. If alternative is negative, null will be positive. See, when generally we write, we have seen most of the time no difference. When we say no difference, we always feel that it is negative. But it is not negative. Just look at it in a different way. No difference means equal. No difference means equal. But we don't write in that fashion. We write opposite statement. So keep this in mind, that null is opposite statement of your hypothesis, and your hypothesis is, your research hypothesis is actually your alternative hypothesis. Look at this examples. Proposition stating no significant relation can be treated as null hypothesis, and statement proposing significant relationship can be considered as alternative. So they are opposite statements. They are opposite statements of each other. So yaad rakhne ka. Your hypothesis is alternative, and the opposite statement of that is called as null hypothesis. Then definitely you will ask me a question. Why do we need both these things? Statistical testing is a procedure. And in the procedure, we need to follow certain steps. And the first step is nothing but framing null and alternative hypothesis. Why do we need this? Because your hypothesis is alternative hypothesis. You need to frame null, and null is tested. Right? This is very interesting. In the whole process of hypothesis testing, right? Please remember, we never go for our hypothesis testing. We always test null, which is opposite statement of your hypothesis. That is fun of this research. I repeat once again, we always test null, which is not actual error hypothesis. Your hypothesis is alternative hypothesis. Opposite statement of that is null. It is something like this. Let me give an example quickly. Say, you want to prove that Earth is round. I'm using a simple, I'm not going for Earth is geodesic, having a specific geodesic shapes and all. It is just round shape. We want to prove that Earth is round. So what you'll do? You will frame, what is our hypothesis? Earth is round. You will frame an opposite hypothesis called as null hypothesis. That is, null is not round. So it can have any other shape. It doesn't have round shape. Fine. I will try to collect the data for null hypothesis. And what I will do is, as a researcher, I feel Earth is round, right? I have studied, Harry told me, I've gone through the research and I found that Earth is round. And I believe also. So I'm proposing my hypothesis as Earth is round. But I will frame an opposite statement that suppose Earth is not round. Then what will happen? I will collect some data or evidences and find out evidences that Earth is not round is not correct. That is, I will try to disprove or reject my null hypothesis. And once I reject my null hypothesis, what will happen? Automatically, my alternative hypothesis will be accepted. So this method of testing is called as proof by contradiction. So what you do, you go for a contradiction, you test contradiction, and after testing contradiction, just throw that contradiction out, that is reject that contradiction. So automatically your assertion will come true. Understood? That is why, most of the research what these guides and researchers are saying that you have to reject your hypothesis. Then what you feel, you will be able to get, you will be able to achieve. But please note one important thing. You are a researcher. You cannot decide whether hypothesis is to be accepted or rejected. Please note this. So it is not in your hand. It is respondents, it is data which will decide whether your hypothesis will be rejected or null hypothesis will be rejected or accepted. So in case you are not able to reject your null hypothesis, don't worry. Right? Don't worry. You should be very particular and critical about the testing part and the data. If you are very sure about the test and the data, definitely you can say that null is not, it is accepted. Whatever is I have assumed is true, not true. Remember that as a researcher, what you assume need not be true. What theory tells us need not true every time. Right? So if you are not able to support your theory, if you are able to oppose your theory, sometimes with good evidences, you can say that you found something new, right? Otherwise, whatever is there, whatever theories say, US research is also saying that, yes, this is true. So we are not finding anything new. So if your hypothesis is not getting, null hypothesis is not getting rejected, please don't worry. You mention your results properly with proper data and proper test, then you can very well say. I know that people struggle, people say that this is not true, but the fact is this. I hope you have understood what I mean to say by null and alternative hypothesis. Yes? Can you reply, please? Now I have only 6 minutes available with me. Let me go quickly. I know that it is not possible to cover everything, but there are steps. The first step is framing null and alternative hypothesis. Second step is significant levels. What is significant level? What is significant level? Anybody? %5 level of significance. Have you heard about it? 5% significant level. Have you heard about it?
Yes, sir.
So what is that?
Actually, when we are in the hunt of looking forward, null hypothesis should get rejected or selected, whatever. So that's not practically possible. So what we do is we see if we get less than 5%, so we say it is rejected. But if it crosses 5%, then we say it is accepted. So rather than another 95, we work on this 5%.
Okay, let me put it other way around. Thank you very much. Let me put it other way around. When we go for testing, we get some result, right? But the whole testing is based on the sample and the respondents. So the results which we get, either null is rejected or accepted, there is a chance of slight errors. Now this margin of error is 5%. So 5% error level of significance is 5% margin of error. So when we test the hypothesis, we always keep a margin of 5% that we say that we are
मला
90
थोडीशी मीटिंग आहे 5-10 मिनिटाची. मी हा इथंच आहे.
we are 95% correct, and we are 95% correct, and we are 5% maybe chance of error. That's called as significant level. So we decide 5% level of significant, then we test for normality, and then we apply appropriate tests, right? So let me just give you how to go for test of normality. Test of normality. There's a test of normality called as Shapiro-Wilk test. With this software, I think I'll be able to do that only within 4 minutes. Let me show you how to use Jamovi for this. My other slides will include all the statistical tests. Because of the time constraint, I'm not able to take you till the end. But let me show you how to go for normality test. And other tests are very similar. So let us go to the file called as Jamovi files hypothesis. Yeah. So, hypothesis wala second file, financial survey hypothesis file. I'm using that hypothesis. You can use any file, obviously. This file is having some other data for other variables I'm having. Now I want to test whether these variables are, the data with this variable is normally distributed or not. So what I'll do, I'll go to the descriptive, right? And in descriptive, you must have seen, right? Let me transfer these variables. All these variables, 4 variables are there. On the right hand side, I want to check whether this data is normal or not. You will see here Shapiro-Wilk test. Shapiro-Wilk test. Test of normality. Test of normality. Here, Shapiro-Wilk test. So this test I will use. I'll click on this test. Once I click on this test, you will see here the results. At the bottom, you will see Shapiro-Wilk p-value. P-value. If p-value is greater than 5%. Now, what is 5%? 5% means, I can't write this properly. 5% means 0.05. P-value 0.05. So when my answer is greater than 0.05, my data is normally distributed. When my answer is less than 0.05, my data is not normally distributed. So you will see here, my first data is not normally distributed. My second data, it is 28%. I can multiply this number p-value by percent 100 and I get 28%. Last one is 25%. So my second data, third data, these are normally distributed. And in fact, I think the last data is not normally distributed. This is less than 0.005. So my first, second, and third data are normally distributed, and last data are normal distribution. So I can apply this test quickly and find out whether my data is normally distributed or not. So very quickly, my slides are very self-explanatory. You will understand table, whatever table we have obtained just now for financial self-efficacy. You will see this, and the results are given and the interpretations are given at the bottom. Other tests also, parametric, non-parametric, when do we use non-parametric, when do we use parametric, what are parametric tests and what are non-parametric tests, those are given. Examples with hypothesis test and the file, how to go ahead, results and interpretations are given in this particular thing. So I think I have tried to give you something, right, which will be helpful for you in your research, right? Please go through my slides. Because of this time constraint, I could not finish the whole thing, but I am sharing the PPTs which are self-explanatory, right, which you can go through one by one. Steps are explained, and then go through this and you'll be able to work out. It's 4 now. Thank you very much for your patience and the participations. I'm really thankful to the participants who have really contributed in the form of chats and their open questions. Thank you very much. Jagruti madam, please proceed further. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing rich insights and practical wisdoms on research. Your sessions have really sparked curiosity. I can see like everyone is literally commenting and stating that how impactful and engaging this session was. This shows actually they have enjoyed your session thoroughly. So thanks a lot. That's a really deep level of appreciation from their side you're getting, sir. Especially when you have clearly mentioned, I have even noted down that your emphasis is on the ensuring that objectives are not verified and hypotheses are tested. Very well statements, and I think we all are going to remember this whenever we are trying to conduct any kind of research with us. So indeed, it was a crucial reminder that adds depth and direction to any research work. Your hands-on experience and practical demonstration using Jamui software was incredibly helpful, sir. So giving us a practical perspective on how statistical tools can be used effectively in real-time analysis. You also beautifully demonstrated about how parametric, non-parametric tests, hypothesis, data analysis, because whenever as a researcher or whenever as a PhD aspirants, we hear about this certain kind of concepts. They sound very complex to us, but you have made them very approachable and understandable. So thanks to you, sir, for your clear explanations and relatable examples also. So now, yes, sir. Now we are opening up the floor for question and answer. I believe
Sir,
that most of the yes, sir.
sir, I want to know if I want to learn this concept entirely from you. So, is there any source where we can get touch in with you, sir?
You're talking about Jamovi software and the analysis part?
Analysis, sir, mainly analysis.
So, there are a lot of videos available for each type of test. Jamovika, there are 5 hours video, right? Complete video you go through, you'll be able to understand. And
Sir, that video is prepared by you, sir?
No, not prepared by me. That is prepared by the people who have generated this software, right? It is self-explanatory, and there are my slides are. You go through my slides. In case any difficulties, you please get in touch with me.
Sir, do you take any session for such
Yeah, I
kind of?
different workshops like this, right? Whole day sessions I conduct sometimes, but this is very small session, so I could finish only.
So, how can we come to know about those sessions, sir?
I really don't know, but wherever my session you can join. People keep on joining the sessions. Because I don't know who will approach me and will ask me to give the detail. I'm there for a lot of sessions. Different colleges organize this type of sessions, and then they approach me, and I do deliver this session.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I'll message you,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Thank you so much.
And we are one of them lucky to have you, sir, with us for this session.
Yes.
Sir, and many people asking for the email ID also for your assistance.
My first slide is having email ID.
Okay, sure. Right.
I'll be sharing with all of you. Okay.
So how you will share your PPT with us?
Same drive. In the same drive. I've shared the drive link, right?
Yeah, sir. Thank you so much.
Same drive I'll share along with these things, everything. And that is for you. Every time you can go through. Anytime you can go through. You can download us. No problem. I keep it open for everybody.
Yes. Any other question? Sir, I believe most of the questions were answered while interacting with you throughout the session, right? Because you have kept everyone involved during your session. So I think that's the beauty of the sessions today. It was all clear and well explained. So thank you so much once again, sir, for such an eye-opening session on research, your deep analysis and thoughtful responses to all the questions and throughout the session were truly appreciated. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Madam Jagruti, Madam Principal Sir. Thank you very much for inviting me once again, and thankful to the management also for giving me this opportunity. May I leave,
Sir,
Madam?
thank you very much. It was very enlightening session, and it will be of great help to all researchers and all participants. Thank you very much. Great session.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I'll leave. I'll take your leave. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So we move on to the validatory session.
Please proceed.
Yes, sir. So as we approach the final chapter of what we have been intellectually stimulating and enriching journey, it is my honor to welcome you all again to this validatory session of 5-day national level faculty development program on research organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell and Shodh Bodh Samiti of Achievers College of Commerce and Management in collaboration with Universal AI University and Maharashtra Commerce Teachers Association. This FDP has brought together a million minds, as you can see throughout this session, innovative ideas and shaped a passion for research and academic excellence. Again, a warm and respectful welcome to one and all present here, Principal Dr. C.M. Vandika sir, our Vice Principals, Ms. Sana Khan ma'am, and Vice Principal, Ms. Sophia D'Souza ma'am, and our esteemed collaborators, Dr. Asha Bhatia ma'am from Universal AI University, and Dr. G.Y. Sitole sir from MCTA. Your presence is truly honor and privilege for us. Now, over the past 5 years, we have engaged in powerful discussions, as you all have been part of, explored diverse methodologies and gained practical insights into the world of research, from foundational principles to the modern tools like AI and statistical software. So without further delay, let us begin this special session that marks not just the end of this FDT, but also beginning of this new research journey and academic collaboration. To take us through the journey we would have been for the past 5 days, I now have an invite of pleasuring I now have the invite of pleasure of inviting our strongest pillar of our academic team, our esteemed Vice Principal, Ms. Sophia D'Souza ma'am, to present the comprehensive report of 5-day national level faculty development program on research. Sophia ma'am, over to you. Sophia ma'am. Monica ma'am, Siddhi ma'am.
Yes, Monica madam is calling her.
Yes.
Sophia madam was in meeting. She will join in while. Take a minute.
Yes, sir.
Guruji madam, can we have feedback from the participant till then?
Yes, sir, sure.
So please go ahead with the.
Yes. Participants, we would like to have a review session for you all where you all can give your opinions regarding all the 5
Not
days.
all, only few, and half a minute to each one.
Of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or any special or specific day you want to mention that was very impactful for you all.
Ma'am, I would like to give the review.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Please
Hello,
tell your
ma'am.
name and
Yeah. Hi, I am Professor Pooja Oak from Bharat College of Arts and Commerce, Badlapur. This 5 days FDP was a real informative, and as I am doing PhD, it was insightful for me. This last session was apt. The sir has explained the data analysis, and we have a fear of this data analysis. Being commerce students, we feel it will not be our cup of tea, but sir has made it very simple. And thank you so much to the whole team. It was a wonderful 5 day session and FDP. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for your kind words. I hope you found it helpful.
Yes,
Sophia
Jagruti ma'am.
D'Souza ma'am. Yes.
Okay. I also want to
Sophia
give the
D'Souza ma'am
feedback.
is here. Okay, okay. So now we have the feedback or because
Let's
Sophia
finish
D'Souza
off
ma'am.
feedback. Jagruti, let's
Yeah,
finish
okay,
off
okay,
feedback
okay, sir.
first.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so good afternoon, everyone. I'm Meenal Pradhan, and I just wanted to say a big thank you to the entire team. And it was a really very great experience over the past 5 days. I enjoyed each and every session, which was super informative. But the one that I enjoyed a lot and studied a lot about that was about data analysis using the AI tools like Kaggle and Julius AI. And definitely today's session also on Gemovie. So these were really very spot on and practical sessions. And definitely huge shout out for the entire team behind this FDP and for all those who work behind the scene for making everything run so smoothly. Honestly, like I would like to say one more thing that I am walking away with a lots of useful takeaways for my research journey. Thanks once again and hope to join more such sessions in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Meenal, for being there constantly. We could see that you were interacting throughout the session. Sophia D'Souza ma'am is here. Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, madam. Good evening, everyone. Respected dignitaries, esteemed resource person for all 5 days, dear faculty members and participants of this 5 days national level faculty development program, which was jointly organized by Achievers College of Commerce and Management in collaboration with Maharashtra Teachers Association and AI Amazing University. Research is often misunderstood that teachers have just research papers to be done and that too which is not made compulsory sometimes, but actually it is a powerful tool for teachers which helps to enhance subjective knowledge, solve real world problems and promote critical thinkings and boost professional growth. Not only this, but there's a saying that when teachers become researchers, classroom becomes center of innovation. So this FDP was organized with an intention to provide a comprehensive understanding of research progress, right from designing the topic, identifying problem to the very conclusion of it. Apart from this, we had various esteemed dignitaries, resource person who joined our FDP. On day one, we had a very renowned person, Dr. Shraddha Bhume ma'am, principal of JK College, who delivered an insightful session on identifying research problems and research gap. She emphasized in her lecture how research is very important and how people can identify the problems and gaps in today's world using AI as well. Day two, we had Dr. Kuldeep Sharma sir, assistant professor at KPB Hinduja College of Commerce, who delivered a session on objectives and hypothesis. So wherein it was made very clear by his research knowledge that he had, experience that he had, how it is very important to identify the objective of your research, which plays a crucial element in your research to provide a clear direction and focus throughout your research paper or your thesis. Day three was very interesting as we had research methodology and data collection techniques taught. Apart from this, it brought a clear conclusion how to define the methodologies, ensuring that the research paper is systematic, fulfilled all the objectives, and it was capable of proper data collection guaranteed. Day 4, it was a clear understanding that we all got that the essential, and it was divided into 2 sessions. So the first session implemented the essentials of writing good research paper and proposal. A research paper is an analytical and data-based document that helped. This session helped us to understand that how a blueprint of the research should look like. Session 2 focused on AI tools, which was very interesting. It provided a virtual implementation how AI today can be helpful in our research. And day 5, which was today's session, very well delivered because we had live examples shown. Apart from that, a complete research paper, how it should be and what are the things should be included and rejected in a research paper was being taught today. So with this, as I conclude my report, I once again thank all our collaborators, that is MCTA, that Maharashtra Commerce Teachers Association, and AI Magazine University. Apart from this, all our resource person who joined us today, who joined us for all the 5 days, and not only gave us knowledge, but a clear understanding of how research and what research is exactly. Last but not the least, a big thank you to all the participants for being such a wonderful audience. Thank you once again. Over to organizers.
Thank you so much, Sophia ma'am, for that wonderful and detailed report. Your words beautifully captured the essence of the past 5 days and highlighted the collaborative spirit of this academic FDP. Thank you so much. Now, the Maharashtra Commerce Teachers Association has stood as a pillar of academic excellence dedicated to uplifting educators and fostering a culture of knowledge sharing across the state. Their commitment to professional development, collaboration, and innovation in the field of education makes them invaluable partner in initiatives like this. We are truly honored to have MCTA as a collaborative force in this faculty development program. So, in regards to that, it is my truly privilege to welcome a visionary academic leader and an inspiring figure in the world of education, Dr. Shitole sir, General Secretary of Maharashtra Commerce Teachers Association. Dr. Shitole sir is not only known for his thoughtful leadership, but also for his unwavering dedication to the faculty development programs, academic innovation, and uplifting the teaching community across the entire Maharashtra. His dynamic presence and impactful contribution have made a lasting difference in shaping the academic discourse and inspiring countries and all different educators. We are honored to have you, sir, with us today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Shitole sir to share his valuable words of wisdom. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. I was very happy to have your, visionary words and talking about me as a education leader and so on. Last 13, 14 years, I am as General Secretary of this association, and we have been providing a platform to our teachers who are commerce teachers basically, and majority of them, they have benefited with the conferences which we organized from time to time in different parts of Maharashtra state. One of the conference was organized a few years ago at Achievers College, Kalyan, and thereafter 3-4 events has been conducted by the Achievers College under the leadership of Dr. Bhivandikar. So it is a good contribution towards the teachers fraternity, and first time it was the development program organized for non-teaching staff of the colleges, because non-teaching staff of the college also is a important component of educational institution, and they were neglected for so far as such programs are concerned. But Dr. Bhivandikar took initiative, and this kind of a program was organized for them also. And recently, last 5 days, the participants are getting the benefits of various components of research methodology, and majority of them, they are working for research leading towards their PhD degree. So on behalf of Maharashtra Commerce Teachers Association and our elderly leaders, Dr. Bapan Tayode, who is the president, Dr. Shivare, who is the executive president, Constantly, we are in touch with these our leaders, and we provide this platform to all the commerce teachers from time to time. I am thankful to Dr. Bhivandikar and his team for organizing such kind of activity, and I wish good luck to all the participants who have taken part in this 5 days faculty development program. Wish you good luck once again, and thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your
Yes, sir.
support.
Yes, sir. My pleasure, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words and for gracing us with your presence today. Indeed, we would like to have such more collaborations with you in the future. It's been a great experience, and I'm excited about the potential for even more successful such initiatives together. Thank you so much, sir. Now, to share the reflection and a brief review of the faculty development program from a collaborator's perspective, I would like to invite Dr. Asha Bhatia ma'am, Dean of Research and the Doctoral Program at Universal AI University. Her guidance and partnership have been truly instrumental in shaping the success of this event. Let us welcome all Dr. Asha Bhatia ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, Professor Jagriti, and thank you, Dr. Bhivandikar and the entire team, and the Maharashtra College Commerce Teachers Association, Dr. Shitole, everyone for this wonderful FTP. I think I have always believed that learning is a continuous process. And when you are in academics, it's all the more relevant. So when we were talking about this FTP, the way it has been planned, right from your identifying the research problem, going on to the data analysis, going to drafting a proposal, very well thought of and thought through. The 5-day program was very well thought through. And we had some excellent speakers. So Dr. Shraddha Bhome, Dr. Kuldeep Sharma, Dr. Deepak Sable, Professor Bhupendra, Dr. Shitole himself took a session. So I realized that we have a gold mine of experts here in Maharashtra, and I think we should be doing more such programs going ahead. In terms of participants, I would like to congratulate all the participants here because they were very interactive, and I could see that they were showing a lot of interest, and that is, in fact, it's the resource person. For the resource person, it is really very, very encouraging. So we had almost 127 registrations. That's a huge number. And right from the participants were from across Maharashtra. So Mumbai and Thane district and Kalyan, of course. Apart from that, we had participants from Jalgaon, Jalna, Akola, and also Lucknow. So that's a very varied outreach, I must say, of this faculty development program. And I would like to congratulate all the participants who've been here throughout this 5-day journey. I would also like to call out and a shout out to all my scholars who are here. So I can see Meenal, Archana, Kazanfar, Pisni, Suman, Sulakshna, and also I saw Ashish. So very well done. And I think I would like to congratulate you all for putting in that extra effort. I have a lot of hopes from this batch. So please keep up this momentum, all of you. So that's what I'm saying. The FTP was very well received because it had a good balance of theoretical and as well as the practical application. And the inclusion of AI tools was something that was a differentiator for this FTP. Because that is very relevant to these modern research demands. So that and the today's session on Jamavi was also very relevant. So I'll say thank you, Dr. Bhivandikar, for your dynamic leadership, and to the entire team of Achievers College, Vice Principal, Ms. Sana, Ms. Sophia, then your entire team of professors, Jagriti, Monica, Valencia, Peksha, Rowena, and if I'm missing out someone else, So the entire team, you did a wonderful job of coordination, of handling the entire 5-day FTP. Excellent job. And always there are some areas where where there's a scope for improvement. We should acknowledge that, and for the next time, look at improving that. Okay, and going ahead, I'll say that we should keep up this momentum. We should continue to do some more programs, joint programs, and I have a few thoughts in mind. We could do some follow-up sessions on the, developing research proposals. I think that will be helpful for our scholars also. Then writing and publishing in academic journals. And then we could also think of specialized modules on interdisciplinary research, because that is what is the need of NEP. So going by that, I think as academic institutions, we can think of that. And the Universal AI University, like I said, we are one of the few institutes who has a case research center on campus. And so we have our expertise, whatever said and done, a little bit about case studies, and we'll be happy to share that with the faculty across. So we could probably do that, do an FDP on case research methods. So that could be writing a case study and also writing a teaching note, and how do you facilitate that in class? It's a very good, it's very encouraging when you can take your own case study to class and facilitate that. So I'll encourage all of you to, think about it and write not only research papers, but also case studies and researched case studies. Okay. So we organize conferences every year, 2 conferences, one in March and one in November, on research and case studies. So we just finished our research conference last month, and in November, our case study conference is coming up. So I extend an open invitation to all of you to please come forward and attend our conferences, and come to our campus, visit our campus in Karjat. We have a beautiful campus. So I welcome all of you here, and let us look forward to carrying forward this collaboration. Dr. Bhivandikar will be always happy to work with you and with the Maharashtra Commerce Teachers Associations, and it'll be great to have more associations joining us so that we can extend this outreach. So thank you very much, and wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much, ma'am. As you truly said that the session and entire FDP was very well received, and it was possible because of your support. I truly appreciate your collaboration and continued support. Your insights and partnership have truly enriched this FDP and strengthened our collaborative efforts in the field of research and academic excellence. So thank you once again, ma'am.
Pleasure.
Yes, ma'am. I would now like to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to the guiding force behind this faculty development program. Our respected principal, Dr. C.A. Mahesh Bhivandikar, sir, has not only extended support but also constantly inspired and reminded us to focus on the quality research and academic growth. He have always urged us to write research papers, actively participate in scholarly work, and has always conducted several such sessions to guide us in this direction. His vision and encouragement have been instrumental in shaping this 5-day FDP. May I now invite our principal, sir, to kindly share his thoughts and reflections on the FDP. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Madam Jagruti. At the outset, let me address all participants that, friends, you must have definitely benefited from this Shodh Bodh Karyashala. Why the Hindi name is written? Because, Shodh is a research, but Bodh is self-learning and, sensitizing others about the research. So I think throughout these 5 days, these objectives of this FDP is attended. Friends, research is a backbone of academic excellence and innovation, as you are aware, and being principal and in academics since last 30 years, I always tell my colleagues and teachers that you must write a research paper in every semester. At least 1 year, 2 research paper, good research paper. They are based on primary data collected by you, proper analysis, proper hypothesis to be proved, and challenges and outcome to be shown in your research. Friends, we want to die as a good teacher, so we must add a page to our profile every year. अपने प्रोफाइल में हर साल एक पैराग्राफ नहीं तो एक पेज बढ़ना चाहिए, ऐसी कसम खानी चाहिए. Then only this objective of FDTV will be, attended. Friends, as you are aware that now education policy is implemented. Now there are many changes in the subjects. We want students to gain out of practical knowledge, and for that it is the need of an hour that we must update ourselves. So I think we will continue to keep on organizing such sessions for you. I would like to place on records my sincere thanks to Universal AI University, who on just a phone call and later we send a letter for approval had said, yes, go ahead, we are with you. And they have specially kept a topic on AI in research. Madam, this topic was well appreciated, and let me place on record that my son, who is chartered accountant, who has already passed PET, wanted to have some different topic. So he got topic, and रात को मुझे बोला कि डैडी मैं AI in commerce और supply chain management उसके ऊपर मैं proposal अभी बना रहा हूँ. So thanks to Asha madam, and please convey our thanks to your VC also, Vice Chancellor sir also, that yes, not only my faculty but my family members are also benefited from this FDP. Madam, I would like to place on record two things. In future, we don't want teachers to be only in research, but they should excel in their personal life. So for them, branding themselves, increasing their spirituality or something, AI-based research or use of AI in teaching and learning. So for that, we will require your coordination and tie-up. I'll be sending our 15 teachers to your campus for one-day visit, jisme they will learn from you what you are doing, and that we miss out in our Kalyan, wherein we'll be able to deliver more to the students. So you want competent teachers. We are also planning a tie-up with a corporate, wherein we can give at least rupees 10,000 of seed fund to a researcher who want to have his or her own minor research project, wherein he will have a topic, we'll give it an approval, and then a corporate will sponsor 10,000 rupees per teacher. So 10 research proposal per year we are declaring, so that if anybody wants to have a minor research project, I know fund is very little, 10,000 is very bigger amount, but it's a privilege or it's a award to a teacher that yes, my research topic is considered by somebody who can help us. One more thing we want from AI University, and I request all to listen. We just had visited our local KDMC corporation, Kalyan Dubai Municipal Corporation, and we have studied their customer facilitation facility center, CFC. So wherein we found certain gaps. So wherein can we have collaboration of Universal AI University, that with the help of AI, the customer or everybody as a corporation or every citizen can be benefited. So for that we can have collaboration and explore something on that. I once again place on record my sincere thanks to Universal AI University. Madam, thank you very much for your association, and Maharashtra Commerce Teacher Association also. Dr. Shivare sir and Shitole sir and Tayode sir are always with us. Ki sir, kuch na kuch teacher se ke liye karte raho. This year we also had something for non-teaching, but madam, we have to look after, we have to nurture a teacher or teaching spirit in every teacher. So that is what we are working with this mission. So once again, I am thankful to all, and everybody who has participated. There are 27 participants. Only 69 are attending online. But madam, in the evening, they go through our YouTube channel and they listen and then they fill up feedback form and that comes to us. So everybody will get certificate on account of it. So thank you very much once again. So keep blessing Achievers College. Keep supporting all the activities of Achievers College. That is request from me and our team. And congratulations to team of Achievers, IQAC and Research Cell for organizing this wonderful session. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your constant motivation, valuable insights, and for always leading us with such dedication and purpose. We are truly grateful for your support, sir. Now, as we come to close to this wonderful session, I would like to invite my colleague Apeksha ma'am to kindly deliver the formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening to everyone present here. It's an indeed and great honor and privilege to propose a vote of thanks as we conclude this enriching 5 days faculty program on research. First and foremost, I extend my senior gratitude to our distinguished speaker, Dr. Madhukar Dalvi sir, who graciously accepted our invitation and delivered his insights into area of research, data analysis, and interpretation, which was truly enlightening and have given us a deeper understanding of process, its challenges, and immense potential. Sir's clarity, passion, and practical examples have left us inspired to explore further and think more critically. A special thanks to the Dean of Research and Doctoral Program at Universal AI University, Dr. Asha Bhatia ma'am, and Journal Secretary of Maharashtra Common Teacher Association, Dr. Jeeva Sitole sir, for generous support and dedication and making this FDP a reality. I would like to thank our principal and founder, Dr. C.A. Mahesh B. Vandikar sir, for conducting this faculty development program. I would like to thank our Vice Principal, Assistant Professor Sana Khan ma'am and Sophia D'Souza ma'am for their constant support and motivation. I thank all the faculty members for their constant encouragement and support in organizing such a meaningful session that added a great value to our academic journey and our academic growth. Last but not the least, a heartfelt thanks to all the participants. Your presence, active involvement, and thoughtful questions made this FDP a huge achievement. Thank you to all once again. Now, I would like to request everyone to put on their camera for a group photo.
Before that, one suggestion. Can we mail all PowerPoints to all participants? Yes? So please do it.
Yes, sir.
And
We are
share
sending.
to all participants.
Yes. Sir.
Okay? Yeah. जागृती मॅडम तुमचाच कॅमेरा बंद आहे.
Am I visible?
Yes.
Are we done, Siti ma'am? No, ma'am. Just a second. Taking second photograph. Yes, ma'am, done. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Asha
you.
Madam, thank you. See you later. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Please share feedback link.
Yes, sir.